and all of the international spying, all of this stuff, I can assure you Pacific Crest is somehow involved in there. Now, Rod, I also was doing a paper the other day. I've not completed it. The word bank, B-A-N-C. Now, hold on to your seats, folks, if we haven't got you yet. The word bank, B-A-N-C, refers to the judges. Okay, now you got Bank of America, blah, blah, blah. Notice all these Bank of America and these different banks are now using the words bank with a C. It takes us back to the courts. All of you sitting judges, we know that the judges are involved in the housing market, but how? So we got it through the bank, and all of this was because I ran a company called Bank Home Loans, B-A-N-C. Now, that took me right back in. The first company that came up was Lighthouse. Lighthouse is the company that sold me my property. That goes back into Pacific Crest, that goes back into the judges, that goes back into the power companies that were overbilling me, and then cutting off all of my phone and my computer systems. So we've got this all the way back to the Catholic Church. We've got George Bush. We've got King Hussein Obama, Barry Davis, a.k.a. whatever. We've got all of the Clintons, Hillary Clinton, and Monsanto. Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you know that the Rose Law Firm is the attorney firm for Monsanto, and Hillary Clinton is the lead attorney for Monsanto. There's another vile entity. So we have a huge, huge corruption in this country that is metastasized to the entire world, and it all comes back to the attorneys and the attorneys general, the attorneys general of a military force to destroy our country within for the benefit of the Pope. Now, what this government is going to do to us, they're going to do to us this winter. I got from the Oath Keepers meeting, and a person who I spoke with, son, is a high-ranking individual in NSA. And they say that what our government is going to do to us, they're going to do to us this winter. And I've been watching some very disturbing videos of what they're planning on doing to us. Now, we know they're buying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of rounds, military tanks. Now, they're redoing a bridge not too far from me, Rod, and I just got word yesterday, one of the structural beams for this bridge that they're putting in as of today is about an 8-foot tall cement beam. That's a structural beam. They're making all of the bridges tank ready.
Well, that's funny that you said that, because my son-in-law, who was working on a bridge, and the county come out and tested it, and it has an 80-ton capacity.
Yeah. Now, you take about 4 or 5 tanks going across the bridge at one time. There's your 80 tons. They're getting ready for a mass civil unrest. Now, when I spoke with Karen Huda the other day, America, China, and Russia are working together to prevent and stop a World War III that the cartel is going to take you right into the bushes, and the Illuminati, and the Bilderbergs, and the CFR, and the Trilateral Commission, and all the little Huey, Louie, and Deweys of hell are trying to destroy the world now. They are trying to promote a World War III. Now, when you go back into those 3 Nassara movies of the Golden Age, the Third World War that the Rothschilds are absolutely promoting will be between the Muslims and the Christians. They've got to have that. One of the reasons they put Obama in office, he's a Muslim. They want a Muslim-Christian war. Now, let's go back to the Obama health care, folks. Now, you can say I'm an idiot, but I'm very good at what I do. I'm very thorough at what I do. Let's go back to the Obama health care and insurance, okay? They only do something if they have a plan ahead of time. So if they're demanding that everybody gets insurance, damn it, you're going to get insurance, well, you have to have insurance, or we're going to have the IRS come and take everything you own. The IRS is nothing but the thugs for the Pope, okay? So we have demanding us to get insurance. Well, gosh, that's so that they can do an underwriting and make themselves a beneficiary, kill us through the chemtrails or the tanks or through the Jesuits with whatever kind of law firm they want to throw at you and eat you in a courtroom for the Pope. But they want you to have insurance first so that when they kill you, they come collect on it. But let's make us buy the insurance at our expense so that they can collect on it down the road. Now, I'm not an idiot, but I can put one and one together because Helen Keller here can see between the lines. So they are getting ready to pull a fast one on us. But the Illuminati and the Rothschilds, particularly the Rothschilds, are very upset that they have not been able to antagonize us all into promoting a civil unrest. Now, when they pulled the one of taking the food stamps away from the most vulnerable, the hungriest, and the most desperate, when they pulled that one, they expected an uprising. They were disappointed in that, too, that we have not stepped into that cow pie and we have not created a civil unrest. Now, I believe on January 1st, the debt ceiling issue starts all over again. So they are they, meaning the elitists, the maniacal, diabolical, psychopathic, pathological, lying insanity, think that they're going to do something to us. Now, again, we do have the FEMA camps. We do have that they are storing up on food. We do have the fact that the military are being, they're calling the herd. If you are going to go by the Constitution, we don't want you. We want you in here, according to Obama. We only want you in here if you will do what I say, and we don't care if you're going to violate the constitutional oath that you have taken. So what we've got is the country's been overthrown by a bunch of diabolical, maniacal, insane psychopaths that are hell-bent on working for the Pope. Now, what's going to happen is when they have outlived their usefulness, they will throw them under the bus. And some of these people are opening their eyes and starting to realize they've all been played. Once these sheriffs find out that they've been played, then they have more authority than the judges. They're going to go after the judges. However, we do know that some of the police officers they know that some of the training that they have, they know it's illegal, but they're doing it anyway. So who's innocent and who's not innocent? Only God knows. We don't. All we know is that there's some very evil people that are hell-bent on starting the New World Order, and that's through the Pope. Now, Charles Wheeling and Walter Veith, that's V as in Victor, E-I-T-H, have some profound videos out there that can give you some in-depth details of how to follow this. Now, I've got the historical documents. I can't even begin to tell you the evidence that we have, but I can say I can incorporate them in entirety by reference in this conversation. So now they're all in this on this call. So anything else you want to add, Rod?
No, you're doing good with what you're doing. Because, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to know the three parts that she's talking about: the contractual, the biblical, and the justice side of this thing. It goes back way beyond our time period. It goes back into 200 BC. It goes back into 1300, 1200. It goes back, way back. This stuff was all pre-planned at this time in order to move it up through the ranks. Because remember, the people at that time period was very ignorant. They were illiterate. Only the elite knew how to read and knew how to write. And they have set this stuff into motion, and they have hid all this stuff. And that's why we're having the problems today that we're having. I just got a comment back